Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to Authentically Alexis Chats. I am your host, Alexis, and get in here, girl. Let's chat. Okay, today is a little different because we have an adult beverage. We are drinking the Yellowtail Sangria today. So, girl, pull up your seat and let's talk. Let's get into it. I'm about to pour me a glass. My very cute glass. Don't judge this big old bottle because this is gonna last me for a little while. And I'm gonna do my makeup while we're having this chat because girl, it's a lot going on. So yeah, I'm just doing a regular face, y'all. So let's get into it. Your girl is I'm feeling very lonely, to be very honest and transparent. Like, I hate when I feel like this because I feel like these feelings kind of get me off track. Like, I get so sidetracked because the emotions and the weight of how I feel is so heavy. There is a difference to me between loneliness and being alone. For me, loneliness is feeling that like desperation of wanting someone to be in your space, wanting someone to be around you, wanting someone, or just wanting companionship, no matter what kind of companionship it is. For me right now, it is relationship that I desire. I desire a partner at this phase in my life. And because I don't have it, sometimes the emotions that accompany loneliness, they come and smack me in my face. And the last couple of days, that's how I've been feeling. I've been feeling really lonely. And then the difference of being alone to me is that you are content in where you are. You may be alone, but you know that there are people around you who love you, and who you can be around to pour into you. But you are okay in the space of being alone. I don't feel that way right now. And I go back and forth. So at this phase of my life, it's irritating because I see everyone around me getting exactly what they want and exactly what they desire. And especially in the arena of love. And it's just like, Lord, I have lived for you. I have done what you asked me to. And I'm asking you for something, and it just seems like you're not delivering for me. And it's just like, what is taking you so long? Just to be open, I have never been in a relationship. I've never had a boyfriend. I've only had like talking stages with people. I went on my first date at 32. I think I was 32 years old. I am what you consider a late bloomer. In all my life, I'm not gonna say all of my life, I would say half of my life, I have been in a space of wanting to be in partnership and wanting to be in a romantic relationship with someone. But that has not come through in the beginning of my life because of my parents' relationship. I never wanted to be married. I never wanted to have kids. I just wanted to be. I just wanted to be. But that all changed like in my late teen years and my early 20s. And it was just like, okay, well, maybe I do want someone, as far as a relationship goes. I want someone to, spend my time with. I want someone to be around. I want someone to laugh and joke with and tell all my secrets. I'm sorry. But I want someone that I can be myself around fully and wholly, and they complete me, they get me. And I know what you're about to say, that nobody can complete you. I understand what you're saying, but there is something when you come together, it is one whole thing. It's a completion. Okay? I understand. But hear me out. So I've wanted that, and I've been yearning for that for such a long time that it got to a point where I was feeling like desperate. And then the Lord kind of like helped me through those moments of desperation of wanting someone. What's weird about me is that I never settled. And anybody that came along and tried to court me or tried to date me or tried to talk to me, there were things that I saw in them that I was just like, yeah, no, I can't. You're cute and everything, but this is not, I'm not stooping to this level. I may be insecure, but I'm not that insecure to where you can come in and disrupt my peace and my singleness in a way that would make me backtrack to somewhere else. And then there were men who I should have given more of a chance to. And I should have been kinder to. I should have been more open. But I think that what presented itself with those people was my fear of commitment because of what I saw love to be in my household. So anytime somebody got too close or it looked like what I desired, self-sabotage, I would just push them away. I would just push them away emotionally, mentally, physically, all the things. So yeah, but now I'm in this stage. I'm 34 years old, and I'm just like, Lord, I have done the things. I've gotten myself together. I have healed, and I am still healing. And it's just like, I want what you promised me. And why is it taking so long for you to give me what you promised me? Like, you see, not to compare yourself or not to compare myself, but it's human nature to compare yourself. You see people out here living all kinds of ways and getting exactly what they want, and it's good. Not everything that everybody gets is bad when they live contrary to the word or whatever. But it's good and it works for them and they're thriving and they're happy and all of these things. It's just like, well, Lord, if you could give good gifts to them and they don't really live for you and I do, what's taking so long for me? So I hear people say, you're in your way, you self-sabotage, you do all these things. But I've gotten to the point where I have grown to not sabotage myself. I really try to check myself in those moments where it's just like, girl, don't do that. Girl, don't say that. Give people grace. Give people mercy. How would you want somebody to react to you if you were in a certain position? And just bring the self-sabotage from here all the way down to here so that it's not, existent. I'm going to take a sip of this wine. But yeah, I'm tired. And I'm in a space where I don't want to feel these feelings because I have so much going for myself at this stage of my life that before I was feeling this way, I was very content. I was very happy with where I was. I am at peace with where I am and feeling good and feeling great and just trying to do the things that the Lord has called me to do in this space of my life. But baby, something hit me the other day. An emotion hit me the other day. And I was like, oh no, we can't do this. We can't feel this way. Because what happens is I start to get stuck there. And I start to dwell on, well, why haven't you done this for me, Lord? And why haven't you done that for me, Lord? And why haven't you come through in this way for me when I see you do it for everybody else? And it's frustrating. It's disheartening. I literally sat here and cried this morning and was just like, I don't know what else you want me to do at this point. I've done the dating apps. I've been on the dates. I've talked to the men. I have, maybe I haven't done everything, but I've done what the girls do when it comes to dating. So I'm just feeling like you forgot about me, Lord. And if this is not what you said for me, then let me know. Give me some money so I can go live my life the way I want to live. So I can live my life the way I want to live it and just travel and explore and be. But if you do have a relationship or a spouse for me, okay, give me that and some money, because we gonna have stuff to do. Okay, I got our whole lives planned out at this point. But yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm angry. Like I said, being 34 years of age and abstaining from sex, it's just like, my favorite thing to say is, I'm too old to not be having sex. I'm too old. I'm literally too old to not be having sex. I need you to send you want me to be holy? Do you know what's going on the inside of me? You made me with these hormones. You made me with these needs. You made me with these desires. I need you to send someone now. Before I, okay? I'm really trying to uphold my end of the bargain. And it just feels like, sir, come on, man. Bring the man so I can do what I need to do. He can do what he needs to do. Bring him, because I'm tired. I'm over it. I really don't have any solutions for anybody. I'm just venting how I feel, because this is just where I'm at, and I have gone through many cycles like this of being content in my singleness and then being discontented in my singleness, and it got to the point where I was so angry with God. I am just now getting to the point where it's just like, this is where we are. Okay, I'm fine with this, this space, but if you would have called me and asked me a couple months ago, I would have said some things that are just not, you know what I'm saying? Where is my brush? Oh, here we go. I would have went to another place. Like, don't tell me my spouse is coming. Don't tell me that he's looking for me. Don't tell me anything that you think you heard from the Lord concerning me and my spouse. I don't want to hear that shit. That's where I was a few months ago. And I'm really just getting to the point of like, you know what, Lord, I'm just trying to have fun and be diligent in my health and wellness, and be diligent in, creating content and being diligent in my creativity. I have a lot of time on my hands now because I am currently unemployed. If you've watched my last video, shameless plug here, my last video was an Authentically Alexis chat. I'm unemployed now. What? So yeah, I have a lot of time on my hands, and I have time to create, and that is what I want to do. But there are the moments that come where it's just like, dang, I wish I had somebody to, enjoy life with. Somebody that I could, hang out with, go out on dates with, and talk to, and, laugh and joke and talk about the word with him, and, just be. I just want to be, and I want to be in that phase of my life because I still desire to be a mom, and there's so many things that I want to do. So yeah, the world is getting crazier and crazier, and people out here threatening wars and whatnot, and I'm just like, so you gonna let that happen before you send me a man? There are plenty of people that you sent men and women to, and they weren't in their, their prime or whatever. Emotionally, they weren't where we think we should be. And I'm like, hello? I would like to have sex before you come back, Jesus. Okay? So, that's where I am. I'm just a girl. But loneliness is something that it comes, and it's a natural emotion, it's a natural feeling, but like anybody would tell us, oh God, you go to God when you feel lonely and you go to God when you feel this. I go to God in every facet and phase in my life. I go to him for everything. And sometimes when it gets to the point of going to him, sometimes I don't want to go to him anymore, because it's just like, you already know what I'm about to say. You already know how I feel. And I don't see you making any waves in this arena, in this department for me. So I'm gonna sit on it, and I'm gonna keep going about my business, all while still trying to remain holy. And you know, doing the things that I know I should be doing in this time. So I feel like these feelings right now for me are inconvenient, because I want to be in love. I want to have someone to share my life with. I do a lot of things alone, and I enjoy my time to myself for the most part. I enjoy my time to myself, but then it gets lonely, because there are things that I want to share with people that the Lord is like, well, you can't share that with them, or, you know. But I feel like if I knew I had a spouse or a partner, that I would be able to be like, hey, this is what the Lord said. This is what's going on in my mind. Like, this is what I'm thinking creatively. This is what I'm thinking financially. This is what I'm thinking about current events and pop culture, and, you know, like the things that you want to talk to people about. It's just like, I don't have anybody to talk to about these things but God. And I'm just like, you know, I love you, but you're up there and in here, and I need somebody. Hello, hands holding hands, you know, please. And sometimes the feelings are worse because I am a late bloomer. I was the plus size girl in high school. People would make fun of me, like, oh, she fat. Ain't nobody, you know, nobody was really checking for you. And the people that were checking for you were checking for you in private. So it's just like I've built up this wall to really just kind of like protect myself. And while building the wall to protect myself, when you go out here and start to date and interact with these men, it's just like, who can I trust? And that's why, for me, having the Holy Spirit is very, very important, because the Lord will say, hey, you can trust this person. Hey, you can, you know, talk to this person. Hey, don't talk to this person. Hey, watch out for that person. Swipe left, swipe right. You know, like, it's important for me to have that because of what I have gone through in my life as a plus size girl. There are still a lot of people out here that are fat phobic, but then you also have the people who fetishize plus size women. So I have to go through all of these jumps and hoops to figure out, like, dude, are you really here to get to know me, or are you here for something else? Because remember, I'm not just dating just to date to have fun and all that. I get that, I understand that, but I'm not just dating for somebody to fulfill a desire, a sexual desire, or some kind of fantasy, or to hide me in plain sight. We're not doing that. That's not what's going on over here. I got too much confidence for that. Okay? So, yeah. I don't know. It really, really, really gets frustrating. And then you have the factor of your family and your friends. Well, I had a friend ask me a couple of weeks ago, well, why haven't you never had, you know, a boyfriend or whatever? And I really couldn't, like, I could answer him, but again, I have standards, and my standards are not so high that someone can't reach them. But it's going to take a very special person for me to be in relationship with. And while I know that takes trial and error, I'm still not going to let everybody in. I'm still going to vet people. And then a lot of people, they don't approach me. It's just like, men stare at me all day long. I don't know if I give off the look that I'm already taken. I don't know if I give off the look. I will say in the past, I'm very either mean or awkward. So yeah, but that has changed. So now I'm in spaces where I'm making eye contact with people. If they come over, I'm engaging in conversation with them. And then you men who are married, stay away from me. You stay away. That's what I ask, that you stay away. It's just like, you don't know who is who out here. You don't know what's going on, what they got going on, who they with, it's just like, okay, sir, are you married? It's just like you have to go through all these questions of, are you married? Is someone married to you? Do you have a girlfriend? And it's just like, okay. But yeah, it gets frustrating when people start to ask you like, well, why haven't you? And what's going on? You still don't have a man. You're old. You're this, you're that. And sometimes my best friend always says like, I need y'all to stop asking us, well, why haven't you done this and why haven't you done that? How about you look in your Rolodex and see if you have someone suitable for me to date, and why don't you start hooking people up that way? Y'all have so many questions about why we dating and why we not dating and what's going on and what's taking you so long and da-da-da-da-da. Do you know someone? Can you recommend someone? A friend of a friend? Somebody's son? Somebody's nephew? Your nephew? Hey, let's get back to hooking people up. But having people look at you and it's like, you know what they're thinking and you know the undertone of their question that they're asking. Some people it's genuine, like, hey, why haven't you ever been in a relationship? And then other people are looking at you like you failed at life because you haven't brought anybody around. And that can be frustrating. It's just like asking a woman like, when are you gonna have kids? Well, stop asking people that. You don't know what's going on with a woman's body for them. You don't know where they are in their journey. You don't know if they want to have kids or not. Like, stop asking people those dumb questions. Like, if they say, hey, if they come to you in confidence and tell you like, yeah, we're planning on having kids, blah, 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 stop asking us that. Don't piss me off. Because a lot of us are struggling with hormonal issues. A lot of us don't want children. And that is okay. A lot of us just want to be the fun, rich auntie and uncle or whatever. But a lot of the questions that we get as women, men don't get those questions. And then some of these men want to settle down in their 50s and 60s. And it's just like, absolutely not. Because you spent your whole life out here doing whatever it is that you wanted to do. And now you're ready to settle down. Now you see that what you've been chasing it really ain't for you. Grow up. Grow up. I'm ranting. I am ranting. But I'm just very tired of being lonely. And I want to wait on the promise of God because I know that it is sweet. And I know that it's going to be amazing. But sometimes it gets to a point where it's just like, this is taking too long. And I'm kind of giving up on what you said. So that's where I'm at, y'all. And I don't want to be lonely to the point where it causes me to move out of position. That's one of the hardest things, is because you may have access to someone who desires you and wants you, but not wants you in the way that you deserve to be desired. But you can go ahead and, pop your shit outside and do what you got to do, come back home and live your best life. Live your best life outside, come back home, and that'll be that. But sometimes we settle when we're lonely. Sometimes we settle because we're desperate. And that is the point where I'm not trying to get to, because I know my worth, I know what I desire, and I know what I deserve. And I just don't want to settle for anything, because I want my marriage to be something that my nieces and nephews can look at and be like, I want to be like my auntie and uncle. Like, you know, like they see real love, they see true love, they see what it is to have a covenant under Christ and be a married couple in that way. But yeah, sometimes it just causes you to be desperate, and it's just like, I've waited too long to be in a space of desperation. So loneliness can really like mess you over if you let it. It can mess you over if you let it. And that's when you have to go to God and be like, God, I'm trying to trust you. I'm trying to hang on. I'm trying to, believe you at your word, but I'm having a hard time. And God is not afraid of you saying those things, that you're having a hard time, and that you want to go out here and, get one off with a beautiful man. And that's okay. It's okay for you to think and... Oh, here's my stuff. It's okay to tell him that. And sometimes we fall short. And that's okay too. Get back up and try again, because you are human. And I don't think God faults us for that. Now, if we continue to repeatedly do something that he's asked of us not to do, then all right, just chill out. But sometimes it gets hard, and you're a human being and you fall short. But that's what grace is for. It's not there for you to abuse it, but it's really for you to it's really there for you to thank God for his grace and his mercy. Thank God that when you fall, you have the grace and mercy to fall back on. So, yeah. I don't know. I understand why the girls are out here swinging from chandeliers. I really do. Can I do it? No. I would like to try, but the way this conviction is set up, and yeah, loneliness brings on so many other things if it goes unchecked. I heard somebody say that lust is displaced and misplaced affection. And a lot of us are touch deprived, touch starved, affection starved, all kinds of things. And we need people, and we need touch, and we need human contact. But we need it in the way of intimacy. Yeah, you got your family and your friends and all of these other things, but nothing hits like having a hug from a spouse, having a hug from someone you have a physical connection with, or that you're physically attracted to, mentally attracted to, spiritually attracted to. So it gets hard. So girls, I understand. I understand. Go talk to the Lord. I'm not judging you. I'm not mad at you. I completely get it. But at the same time, what do? We present ourselves as a sacrifice. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm almost done with my makeup. I'm trying to figure out how else I've been feeling in this. And it's important to have friends in your circle that hold you accountable. It's important to have people to talk through these things with. That won't give you like cliche comebacks, and that will really sit with you and say, girl, I understand how you feel. Girl, I'm there too. Girl, this is how I'm making it through. Girl, this is how you hold on. Girl, this is how you need that circle of friends and that circle of people that you can be vulnerable with in this time. It's my sister. Hello?
You want to go? Juvenile come on at 8:30.
Juvenile come on at 8:30. I'm scared.
Why? Drew apart? You scared of Drew apart?
I'm just scared to go outside.
You afraid you're not going to come back?
I'm coming back.
You want to go?
I'm going to let you know. I'm doing my makeup right now, actually.
Doing your makeup for what? Because you was about to go outside.
No, I'm filming a video. Say hi.
Hi, video. Come outside with us.
Bye. I'm going to call you back.
All right.
But you need a community of people that understand where you are, that will hold you accountable, but also say, I understand what you're going through. And you need people that's not like super holier than thou. This is for my Christian sisters. Most of us are not, I'm not gonna say most of us. Some of us are abstaining and doing other things. So you need somebody to hold you accountable. You need somebody to be like, hey, call me when you go on that date. Call me when you feel this way. Call me, even when you're courting someone. Even if you're, I don't even know okay. Even if you're like courting someone or dating someone or whatever the case may be, and it's just like, call me if it gets sticky. Like, hey, let's make sure we are let's make sure that you're holding yourself accountable. But community is important in these seasons of your lives, where people get you, people understand you, people know how you feel and what you're going through, because it's not easy. It's not easy. Especially when God knows your desires and God has promised you something and that promise has been confirmed. So while you're waiting on the delivery of that thing, it gets hard in between. And I know that we do talk about this subject in this situation, but I feel like we could be a little bit more transparent, more open, more vulnerable, and just say how you really feel. Like I said in the beginning, I was angry with God because he said, I'm promising you this thing, but the waiting period of waiting for the promise, sometimes that's not fun, especially when emotions run high and hormones are, doing what they want to do, and the desire is there, but there's no one there to fulfill the desire. There's nothing there. So, yeah. I think we could be a little bit more open, honest, and transparent, and help each other out a little bit more. Because I really don't have time for the, oh, he's coming when you least expect it, and hold on, and do all those things, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, okay, you're married. You're getting dicked down every other night. Shut up. Sometimes you don't want to hear it. But yeah, I just came over here to tell y'all I'm sick of being lonely, and this is where I am right now. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to feel this way. I need that man to hurry up, because yeah. All right, I'm about to set my face, and that's the end of our chat, sisters. Yeah, so chime in the chat below. I don't know if I said it in the beginning of the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I would really love to have a dialogue with you all in the comments, especially if you're open to it. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if you've been in this situation before. Let me know if you got some real deal Holyfield advice for the girls in this season of their lives. And yeah, I love y'all so much, And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.